I wasn't crazy about SmackDown. Like, I really wasn't. We're gonna try to get through this and not burn out my phone. From the bottom up, man. Top down. Let's get to it and hurry this along. No rush, but it's like so much going on in the week. Tag title unification thing is clearly the top story on the show right now. Okay, bro, top act, that's fine. One thing I stand on is not trying to book 3 months in advance. Like you're trying to, pardon me, not book, but you're thinking 3 months in advance, but you're booking for like 3 days in advance. And that's not really gonna work. Like, you got storylines you're trying to clear, and you trying to avoid injuries and safe stuff in ring. Everything don't need to be super safe, and at the same time, everything can't just continue to lack like creative inspiration. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing that creative is offering right now. You know what I mean? As far as much of anything that anyone can really just get get a grasp on and say, yes, I wanna hold on to this. I'd like to hold on to this character. Like, that's not conducive to anything continue to grow. Like, I mean, 2 decades sure does sound good, but for right now, it's so much that needs to just evolve, but it's such a slow going process with the product that everything changing at once. I'm not around. I'm not around, or I'm not opposed to an idea like that. Like, there needs to be a massive overhaul. WWE draft, superstar shakeup, shit like that. But right now, nah, we need to get a little bit, like, there needs to be a fundamental change to the formula. We all complain about that every week, but I'm just not really feeling where it's at right now, man. Whatever. Let me sit here and talking too much on it. So Uso's okay, bro. Like I said, these cats is alright, man. We just gotta see how creative is gonna, make this match watchable. You know what I'm saying? Down the line, because I mean, of course, it's gonna be something fun, but whatever. Either way, Butch took on Kofi. It wasn't a bad match. It's fairly solid enough. You know what I mean? Butch has his story. I think that now this is getting him over. I'm actually enjoying that character just with how much attitude he has. Like, I think he's supposed to have that kind of attitude, and it really speaks to what type of energy, Sheamus got going as far as him and Rich Holland go. I think it's a solid stable, and it needs to continue. So yeah, Butch beat Kofi. Then what we got after that? All right, Boston Glow Connection. The graffiti on the shirt, I'm not crazy about it. They wasn't even really rocking it. They still coming out to Sasha's music. It just screams temporary women's tag team, and it speaks to the overall creative for the tag division. Like, I hate to sound like someone in an echo chamber, you know what I mean? But I gotta echo the sentiment and thought. Like, we're not gonna unify the NXT Tag Team Championships, though, right? What's going on Raw? Wasn't that a small thing? Oh well, Natty's over there right now. Wasn't there a Raw superstar that's supposed to be, you know what I mean, doing the NXT thing, and then the NXT superstar coming up? Or was that too much? Was Grayson Waller the last one to do that? Or is this forms of creative that we gonna start getting moving forward? I'm not really too sure of anything with the product right now, so just not feeling it. Natty and Shayna, it, Shayna did this already. We all standing with Shayna tagging with Ronda Rousey, and that would have been a way better run, and then we could have just eventually went into the women's championship thing. Why not even have the women's tag team championships on Ronda and Shayna, and then Ronda's still the women's champion, and then Shayna get jealous, and then now you got another match. Make it interesting, and then they've got history. But no, right now, all of this is being, some will call it wasted, on TV time with Natty. Come on, man. And Natty can only get stretched but so thin, especially with the fans. Like, it's great to see her all the time, but goddamn, like, we can't be seeing Natty like that. This is the Charlotte Project all over again. But Charlotte's going away, so who's going to challenge anybody right now, right? We'll get to the rest of that, who's going to challenge who's stuff in a bit with the women's division. But Baron Corbin and Baron Corbin and Madcap Moss. Okay, the trophy thing. I think that we gonna need to see Madcap in a better iteration of himself, man. We just need to see. We need to see him a little more leveled up. Jokes are great and all, but it need to be more if that's gonna be his gimmick. You know what I mean? But everybody can't pull that off. Like bad impersonations or like real life characters, man. That's what I be seeing sometimes. And I'm not going to throw any names on that. I don't necessarily feel that with Happy Corbin and Moss, but right now I'm just like not necessarily crazy about whatever's going on in their little storyline. I will say this though about Baron Corbin. We all know that he's supposed to be, the heat magnet on the show. That was something that was definitely heat levels. You know what I mean? He's grown very well as a superstar. So I can't really speak to the type of person that Baron Corbin's character would be inspired by, because I don't really know or associate myself too much, with people that carry on like that, ultimately. Like, you make good sense, but you're still coming from like a not as positive place. I think that's a really good way of getting that across. So we'll move that forward, from there. And, the trophy spot was crazy with the chair and all that shit looked very real. Shit looked very real. Now, Ronda Rousey came out with the open challenge. Jesus Christ. And then Raquel Gonzalez accepts it. Raquel Gonzalez is calling herself Raquel Rodriguez now, and it just doesn't feel right to me anymore. So I'm just not going to do it. The smiling and all that in the match. Look, I stand with everybody else in the community. It's too early for all of this. Just like it's too early for Cody to be going for any kind of United States Championship stuff. Like, it shouldn't be happening. Like, that should not be his focal point. His goal should be going toward whatever championship is going to be there. Oh, Roman's going to be gone for a couple of weeks. So now we need to elevate most of the other championships. Like, the mid-card titles need to be now seen as main events. This is how we build other superstars. And even the superstars that go in defeat, they need to be raised. They need to be uplifted to another level, so these pay-per-views have drawing power outside of having to go and beg for somebody like, okay, Edge, AJ Styles, fine. That's great right now. What else do we have, though, for real? Roman's about to go somewhere. I can't even think of anybody that's going to be able to challenge Roman off the top of my head right now. Drew is a possible contender, but even then, it's still like Drew needs to have the championship after Roman's done. I would take Drew running after the United States Championship right now, but that's going to need a whole bunch of shifting and changing. Intercontinental Championship needs another vibe on it, and right now with Rico holding it the way he's holding it, I'm not really a huge fan of the lame inspiration stuff, but it was okay to be reminded that Ricochet is the Intercontinental Champion. So who we gonna have him go against next? Whatever. Ronda Rousey, Raquel Gonzalez, man, that was alright. We all know Raquel Gonzalez could do the thing. It's up to Ronda Rousey to have a good match with her, because I know that Raquel Gonzalez could do the good match thing with her. It's too early for her to be going for the championship. I don't agree with that at all. I'm just see how they made it make sense, with calling it the open challenge and all the rest of that. So that's fine and dandy, but I still disagree with a lot of it. Meanwhile, before this phone goes crazy, Riddle beats Sami Zayn. I'm not really crazy about the Sami Zayn character. We done cleared this. I spoke on it a number of times at this point. So I'm not really interested in how the match went. I'm glad that Riddle won. No one cares about what's going on with Sami Zayn. That's just how I feel about it. And if you think you should, then, I mean, you're only doing it because Roman's attached. And Yeah, whatever, because Roman's about to leave anyway, so what are we doing? Whatever, man. That's SmackDown. We need more than whatever SmackDown was just offering creatively. I'm not going to complain, but I'm definitely just saying, like, we need more than, like, the attempts at trying to make the television watchable, like continuing to keep one engaged. No, that's not happening right now. That's not happening. So I would tell them to do better, but I have like zero faith in that regard when it comes to these cats. But yeah, man, we'll just see what Raw got to offer tomorrow. We'll see what it got to offer tomorrow. Yeah, man, subscribe, holla at me, man. We out.